Hey everyone, how is it going? My name is Darshoshi, and if you don't know me from the last video, I'm a BTech Computer Science and Engineering graduate, and I'm currently working as a developer in a tech company. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the course outline, or we can call it the learning path of this course. And I've designed it specifically for beginners to kickstart with Python. So let's get to my screen real quick. Here we go. Okay, so this is the learning path for you guys, and it is divided into 6 modules and an end project. So the combined knowledge of these 6 modules would be useful for this end project, and I've mapped these here. Let's go step by step. For module 1, which will be starting today in this video, is core concepts of Python. In this module, you'll be covering variables and data types, naming conventions, user input and print statement, your first Python program, and we'll wind up module 1 with a code challenge, which is create a simple command line greeting app. This greeting app, you'll have to ask for some of the details of the user, which is name, age, and country. You have to store these values in a variable and print a personalized greeting message for them. Module 2 is basics of Python. In this module, we'll be covering operators, logical statements, conditional statements, and loops. For the code challenge we have here is command line calculator. It is basically you have to enter a number, then an operation, then another number, and perform the operation between those numbers and give out the output. Next module is module 3, strings. We'll be learning about the definition and uses of strings, and we'll learn about the methods which we used for strings. And for the code challenge, we have string formatter and analyzer. You have to basically check if the inserted string is a palindrome or not. You have to remove spaces. You can read the description in detail if you want, and you can pause here and read it. For the next module, we have lists. Well, the first step will be defining lists and study its methods. Then we'll move forward with code challenge, which is a shopping cart simulator. You basically have to create a command line interface for a shopping cart. You can add or remove items from there. You can also edit the quantity of the items there. You can read the description if you want. You can just pause the video and read it. Next is module 5, dictionaries. We'll be defining and using dictionaries. And we'll also learn about how dictionary methods work. For the code challenge, we have student report card system. You have to take the user input, store it in a dictionary, and print it out in a report card format. Next up, we have module 6, which is practical programming techniques. In this, we'll study about functions, file handling, and error handling. These are pretty much the things we use in everyday life and would be pretty useful if you have to work with industrial level of programs. For the code challenge, you have contact book with file support. In this code challenge, it's pretty not too complex, but pretty complex if you are a beginner. You'll have to insert the data in a dictionary and use functions such that we can save the contact information in a file and then access it whenever we require that. And for the end project, we have command line password manager. It is similar to the contact book with file support, but it's about passwords. And you can pretty much read this if you want. It's pretty clear. I think I'm pretty sure about that. So next thing we'll be doing in this video is installing and setting up Python on your local device. So I have these tabs open already. And yeah, the first step you'll be doing is subscribing to the channel, and we have 10 subscribers so far. I think it should be 11. Yeah, we have 11 subscribers so far. And I think that's pretty good, but it would be pretty helpful if more people subscribe to the channel. Also, please make sure to like the video and also watch the other video which I have. So moving on with installation of Python, you can just go to python.org. This is the official website of Python, and you can find pretty much every information you need about Python from here. And To download Python's latest version, it is 3.14, I think. You can just hover here and press here to download the file. I've already downloaded it so as to save our time. So I'll just open that. 1 second. Okay, here we go. You have to make sure to check these two checkboxes before we start installation. You can, this one is optional, use admin privileges. You can or you cannot, it's up to you. I'm using it because I'm the admin of my laptop and I can do whatever I want. Pretty simple, right? So when Python is done, while we wait for Python to get installed, let's take a look at VS Code. This is the official website for Visual Studio Code, which is a code editing software which I prefer personally. It is pretty easy to use and very handy, I'd say, better words. So you can take a look at these different platforms and download according to whatever OS you're using. I'm using Windows, so I've downloaded this one, and I have this running as well. I think Python should be installed any second now. And while we do that, let's install VS Code. Make sure to check all these 4 checkboxes and click next and install. Pretty simple. Okay, so Python has been installed. Let's just check if Python runs properly. You have to open the command prompt and just type python hyphen version and press enter. If it gives out an output something like this, if you're watching this video a bit later, that there would be other versions available here, but I've installed 3.14, so we get this as output. I think VS Code should have been installed by now. Okay, pretty good. Moving on, let me just close this, maximize this. So we have Visual Studio Code right here. This is the agentic AI part of it. We'll not be using that, so I'm closing this right here. And we'll close the walkthrough as well. We'll just install some of the extensions which we need for this first. And I'd suggest you keep them because they'll be pretty useful in whatever you're doing. So the first thing we'll be installing is Code Runner. Okay, so this is extension which I was looking for. It would give a play button right here. We can just click here and execute the code right away. Pretty handy and pretty useful. Next thing we'll be installing is Python. This extension helps you with spell check and everything, and be handy again. Why not install it? We'll also, okay, this installed these two as well, so yeah, it did my job. Next thing we had to install was Git. So Git goes hand in hand with GitHub, and these both form a version control system. And by version control, you can like update or access your older versions of your program, your application, or whatever you're using or making. And you just have to press next here again and again till install pops. Then you'll have to press install. While it's installing, let's just create your first ever Python program. I'll open a folder here. It's in my laptop, so I won't be showing that because you never know what you're gonna see. Just kidding. So while the folder is opening, okay, here it is. Close this, maximize this. Now we'll be writing your first Python program. I'll be showing you what the print statement does. We'll not be using the AI features, so yeah, we'll not be using that because mainly we don't need those right now. They are for the people who know exactly what they are doing. And in our case, we are learning about Python. So while learning, we don't exactly need AI for that. So I've created this file called main.py, and First thing I'll be typing is print parentheses hello. Okay. So when I press this, it would run in here. Let me just check if Python is installed correctly. Python is installed correctly. So we are not to blame here. I think there is some issue with code runner right here. Okay, can run. Okay, it ran the Python file. So we just have to choose a debugger from here, which I didn't, and it showed that error right here. That Python is not a recognized whatever the error is. So when we press this, it would give out this output, which is exactly what we typed here. How it does it? Using the print statement. So print statement, basically what it does is it just shows or outputs the thing which is inside the parentheses. It could be anything. For now we have used string, but I can use 9 plus 7, save it and run it again, and it would give us 16, which is the correct answer. So that's all the print statement does. And I had to also explain about GitHub, I think. So yeah, GitHub is the, what can we call it, version control system, which is pretty much used everywhere. Whatever apps you're using on your phones, on your desktops, on your whatever devices you use, you can find a GitHub repository to it. Repository basically means a folder in which you can store a specific version. So for now I have this empty repository. I have done nothing to it, and I'll be posting here the program which we wrote right now, which is this one. I mean, I don't need to post this, but I'll just post it just in case you need to refer it. I'll also be providing this course outline or the learning path, and that would be on Google Drive most probably. Yeah, and that concludes pretty much everything I had to cover in this video. So yeah, one more thing, don't forget to like this video and leave a subscribe if you are really interested in learning Python, because I'm really interested in teaching Python, at least for now. So yeah, that's everything. Keep learning, keep growing.